Hi, I'm Darren, I'm 19 and I'm colorblind. Okay, so I have red-green color blindness. So red-green color blindness means that doesn't mean I cannot see red or green colors in general. It basically means within that red-green spectrum, I will have difficulties identifying certain colors. So colorblind is like seeing colors in a totally different perspective. So for example, for people without color blindness, you're able to see the world in colors that you can differentiate. But then for people with color blindness and color deficiency, we will probably have difficulty differentiating colors or colors in general lah. So it's really sees the whole world in a different perspective. If let's say you have color blindness, you cannot see a color of that certain range. So for example, if you're colorblind for green, you most likely will not be able to differentiate certain type of green shades. So light green and maybe a darker shade of green might look similar to you. So if you have color deficiency, mainly is you're not being able to differentiate two different colors together. So for example, if you have like a dark red with maroon red, it might look very similar to you. So both of them might be maroon to you or both of them might be dark red to you. So I was told since I was very young by my parents that I had color deficiency or color blindness. I wasn't really officially diagnosed. It carried out through me, like personally I would tell myself, yes, I'm colorblind throughout my primary school life. So only at the stage of Sec 3, which was at 15 years old, I officially went to SGH to get myself diagnosed by a doctor to say that I'm actually red-green color blindness. It is so that it can help me during my chemistry test. So I think mainly what gave me the hitting point that it actually affected my studies was when I was in geography class. So my teacher used two very similar colors to me, which was purple and dark blue. So while others were copying in two different colors, I was just copying in one color. Honestly, when I realized that I was colorblind, it didn't really make much of a difference for me. Because even though I was colorblind, I was able to achieve a lot of stuff in my life. Firstly, most recently, I actually got my driver's license. I still get normal treatment as in school. So I still get my leadership role in MPCC. I still continue to serve with MPCC as a cadet inspector. Colorblind also hasn't stopped me from volunteering with the community. So I think society has actually been quite inclusive for colorblind people. So previously, maybe colorblind wasn't really that researched on. Not many people know it was a disability in the first place. So now it's actually been quite inclusive. So for my course, even though I'm in early childhood, it's filled with colors. Kids want things colorful. Mainly now they're focusing more on generic colors like the primary colors, red, blue, green. This is mainly because teachers ourselves, we don't really know what colors the kids can or cannot see. So to be more inclusive, we also teach them the more generic colors that's easier to differentiate, so that they are able to learn the colors as well. For Singapore itself, they are being more inclusive by having road signs that is more readable for colorblind people. So they don't really put similar contrast colors in road signs. So they don't really put like dark green on the green sign. They put white on the green sign, which is what every day you see on the highway or road signs. So that it's easier for us to see, and it gives us the opportunity to actually get our license and be more convenient for us to travel. So other than the fact that they use colors, they also use logos such as arrows, crosses, so that it's for us to easier to understand where we are supposed to turn, where we are supposed to stop. So that this is easier for, let's say, if it's harder for some people to differentiate two colors, it's still able for them to interpret what the sign wants for them to do. For people who don't really have color blindness, I would say have a bit more consideration. When someone tell you they are colorblind, mostly for my interaction, when I say I'm colorblind, they will say, can you see this color? Can you see that color? They will start testing what colors you can see. So I would say just have a bit more consideration. It doesn't mean we're colorblind means we see everything black and white like in the old movies. We are having difficulty seeing maybe some colors together. For people without color blindness, I would say just take it as per normal, because really color blindness, I wouldn't really classify it as a disability that affects someone's life. It's just a disability that affects how you see the world. And with that, it doesn't really stop people from doing a lot of stuff. So for example, I still have colorblind. I still lend my time to give back to society. I volunteer. I even volunteer with special needs kids. at Rainbow Centre so that they are able to get the help they need so that they don't feel excluded by society.
So tell me, what do you see?
The first picture I see looks like a tree.
This is 8.
There's nothing on it.
7.
Can't really make it out. Could be a 5, but I can't really see clearly.
Number 5.